Well, this home in Perrysburg could be yours, and all it takes is either a phone call or some clicks of a mouse and $100. And that money goes to support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis. And this morning, my co-anchor Kaylee Kirby is live inside the house, getting a really good look at all of its features. And Kaylee, we know the mission of St. Jude, as you saw firsthand in Memphis, is so special.
It is amazing. It is awe-inspiring when you get the chance to go to Memphis and see what these tickets and all of the money raised from St. Jude goes to. I mean, when you hear St. Jude, you think of children and children's cancer. After all, it is a children's research hospital. But there are older kids, there are teens, there are young adults. Did you know St. Jude accepts patients all the way up until the age of 22? This is Chandler's story.
2015 started like any other year for Chandler.
I was a freshman in high school, and first part of the year went great. I was in cross country, getting my 5K time down, getting healthier, better, stronger.
But after the season ended, things started going downhill.
One of the worst things for the second part of the year was my back pain. I could barely sit through school. I would just be wiggling, trying to get it under control. I would go home and I would lay on my back for 2 hours when I got home, trying to until it finally just went away.
Doctors, specialists, physical therapists, Chandler and his family were trying just about anything, hoping to get some answers.
I think it was about a long month of really badness trying to figure this all out before I started to develop double vision.
Add eye doctor to the list.
The eye doctor could actually see the swelling in the back of my eyes, and he said, okay, I'm gonna get you in with a neurologist.
And another doctor.
He took a quick look and he could immediately tell, and he pulled my parents aside and said, it's definitely not nothing.
Not nothing. This is the start of Chandler's story. He was rushed to a local hospital, and that's where they got his diagnosis.
I had medulloblastoma, so it's a brain cancer right in the back of the head. I had 2 brain surgeries because they opened me up and it was swollen. There was blood in my cerebral spinal fluid.
Doctors were able to get most of the tumor out, but also found it had metastasized down his spine. He was told he had a 60 to 70% chance of survival.
At that point, it was where to go from here, because obviously there's still tumors down my spine, there's still a little bit of tumor in my brain. Obviously, surgery doesn't get rid of all the cancer.
For Chandler's specific type of cancer, only 500 cases are diagnosed in the U.S. each year. So for treatment, it led him right here to St. Jude.
You walk in and you can just feel a happiness, there's just this happy, hopeful place where everybody is not just trying to get you better, but also trying to make sure you're living your best life as you get better.
A life that had a better chance of survival after meeting his oncologist.
And we came here, and the first time that we came in and met Dr. Gajar, survivability got brought up at one point, and he said, we got it. Because he wrote the protocol for medulloblastoma.
A few months into treatment, his family decided to move to Memphis.
I had 30 rounds of radiation over a month and 7 rounds of chemotherapy over 7 months. And after about a year or so of treatment, I was officially done with treatment.
And he's been done ever since.
3 years ago, I hit the 5-year mark afterwards, where the likelihood of a relapse goes down drastically.
More recently, he was told he only had to see his doctor once a year. Chandler is now 24, and his time at St. Jude also showed him what career he wants to pursue.
I've always been a kind of science, math kind of person, and coming in and them doing all of this for me, saving my life free of charge, and doing such a wonderful job, definitely pointed me towards the medical field.
Except he plans to take a bit of a different approach.
I also love animals, so I said, okay, I'll go down the veterinary path. So currently I'm working at a veterinary clinic and I'm about to apply for vet school.
All of this possible, Chandler says, because of the countless doctors and constant research at St. Jude.
That is very much what St. Jude was for me, was we are giving you life, we are going to give you opportunity, we're going to give you security. And like Dr. Gujjar said, we got this.
Chandler's story right there. How awesome is it? Life, hope, to be able to say, psh, we got this. And we do, right here in Toledo, all thanks to Danny Thomas. In the Toledo community, we've raised $11 million going straight to St. Jude. That is awesome, and that is because of all of you and the tickets that you reserve.